Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I have a post-narration of my third round match in Swag's multi-tier showdown tournament. As it turns out, my opponent was none other than Ellie herself. So yeah, she's obviously a very knowledgeable player. We decided to go NU this time. I've played her a few times in this tier, so you know, we've battled before, always good fun. Her team is very spooky, lots and lots of threats and plenty of bulk to go with it. I myself have have gone into the retirement home and pulled my first ever PU team out of retirement, including some of my favourite defensive sets. You've got especially defensive Rotom-Frost and physically defensive Kingler, which I absolutely love. But all that aside, we're going to get into the battle. I'm going to be leading off with Meganium, who appears to be a pretty good lead against many of her Pokemon. I wasn't predicting the Vileplume lead, but I felt that Meganium could do a job against any of the others. So without any further ado, let's jump right into battle and see what happens. So she actually leads off with the Piloswine. I'm on the opposite side. I don't fear the Piloswine too much because I do have the Reflect, got the physical defense, and Avalanche is really not doing much at all. So I'm going to be able to switch out, go into physically defensive Kingler, but Ellie makes a good play, goes into Rotom, and is able to threaten me out. I go into Muck as she Volt switches, and is able to go into her Sand Slash. At the moment she is playing me like a fiddle, and I'm not a fan. I don't want to stay in and take an Earthquake, so I'm going to go into my utility defensive Kingler, allowing her to get up the rocks. Here I predict her to switch out. I go for the Amnesia, as she goes for the Knockoff. Now here she does make the switch, as I go for the Crab Hammer on the incoming Vileplume. Not going to be doing much after Black Sludge recovery. She's up to 83%. I don't want to be staying in here. I'm going to get the hell out of dodge and go into Muck, who she really can't touch. But she's going to make the good play and switch out, goes into the Rotom, and here it makes a bit of a misplay, goes for the trick, but I have Sticky Hold. So I keep my Assault Vest, able to go for the Gunk Shot and get some good damage off. So, out she switches as she has to, locked in on trick, goes into the Sand Slash, which I predict, and go into my Kingler. And right now, again, predicting her to switch out, I go for Knockoff, but she doesn't, just goes straight for Earthquake, but the physical defense comes through on Kingler. Knowing she's probably going to go for another one, I go into my Rotom, who of course has Levitate, not going to take any damage, and will be able on the subsequent turn to go for the Blizzard and just clean take out the Sand Slash. So I'm up 6-5 at this point. However, she gets her free switch into Primeape. I have no interest in taking a close combat. I go into Muck. In hindsight, I should have gone into Meganium. I knew Muck could take the hit, but Meganium would have been better because Muck is what I need for Vileplume. Speak of the devil, in comes the Vileplume as I go for the Gunk Shot. See, it's doing a lot of damage, and here, once again, I play very badly. I should have gone for it again. I predicted the Sleep Powder, but she doesn't go for it. Goes for the Giga Drain, and Shadow Sneak is not doing enough at all. This Muck doesn't pack Power Up Punch. Able to go for the Sleep Powder on the subsequent turn and put Muck to sleep, so Muck is pretty much out of action at this point. Gonna make the switch, go into my Rotom, who can pretty much take on this Vileplume the next best, but I can't prevent her from going for Synthesis. At this point, I'm gonna go for my Light Screen, and as you can see, Giga Drain doing just so little damage. After leftovers, it's about 5%. So I know Vileplume can't touch me. I can touch her with the Blizzard, well hey, but I miss. Very unfortunate, missing the Blizzard there. And it is unfortunate because, as you can see from the next turn, Blizzard is a 2-hit KO, doing 55%, and her Giga Drains are just really not troubling Rotom at all. So at this point, it's dubious as to whether I can take her out or not, so she's going to switch out, going to Piloswine. I make the prediction, go for the Will-O-Wisp on the incoming Piloswine. So that Piloswine is not as dangerous as it could have been. Blizzard misses once again. Rotom needs to wear its spectacles, goes for the Stone Edge, and, you know, again, dubious, can I live another one? Maybe, maybe not on min-max. Blizzard is doing just pitiful damage, and it turns out Stone Edge can take out Rotom from there. So it's 5-all, and it's still everything to play for. Going to go into Muck for some reason, thinking I could take a Stone Age and maybe burn the sleep turns. She goes into Vileplume, using this as her opportunity to get the aromatherapy off. I'm still trying to burn turns of sleep, and knowing I'm pretty sure she can't take me out with the Vileplume, goes for the Giga Drain, and I live, and I wake up, I can go for the Gunk Shot, and it misses. That was crucial. It was a very crucial miss because she's able to take me out with a Giga Drain. And whilst I now have stuff for Vileplume, I don't have stuff for the combination of pokes she's got left. As you can see, I'm going to have to go for the Fire Blast here, but she of course has the Grumpig, which I believe is a Salt Vest Grumpig. With the thick fat, it's just taking such little damage from that Fire Blast. So I have to switch out. My game plan is to go into Zebstrika and try and get some prior damage before maybe taking out with a Kingler. But as you can see, the Thunderbolt from the Scarfed Zebstrika just not getting the job done. So down goes the Zebstrika. I go into Kingler, trying to go for the knockoff. As it happens, she outspeeds and goes for the Energy Ball, straight taking out Kingler from there. So at this point, I'm going to go into Meganium, knowing full well it's a losing battle. Psyshock not doing much, Meganium still being stubborn. Goes for the Giga Drain, get a nice crit there. Psychic is doing slightly more. I'm going to go for the Dragon Tail, and going to get her out into one thing I didn't want to see, the Piloswine. But look at this, the Ice Shard Live, clutching it with 1%. Able to take out the Piloswine with a Giga Drain, but as I said, it is a losing battle. Grumpig is going to be able to outspeed and take me out with a Psychic. So it's just Magmar left. I am going to be able to take out the Grumpig and at least make it a creditable 3-0. Go for the Fire Blast, but of course Ellie has the probably Scarfed Primate waiting in the wings and is able to take me out with a close combat. So, there we go. That is the end of the game. Ellie taking the 3-0 win and knocking me out of the tournament. But, you know, it was a great game, and, you know, the hacks, they played their part, as they always do. Ellie felt bad about it afterwards and was very apologetic. But, you know, as I said to her at the time, these things happen. And, you know, you've just got to roll with it sometimes, whether the hacks be game-changing or not. And, you know, you can sit there for hours on end going, oh, things should have been different or things could have been different. But they weren't. And that's the be-all and end-all, really. But, you know, I reached last 16 of this tournament, which I'm very happy with. Nice little showing, I like to think. So, yes, that's going to be it for these little videos of my brief stay in Swagilyph's multi-tier tournament. Great game, Ellie. Once again, best of luck in the rest of the tournament. Lots of really cool opponents that she could face. I believe her next round could be against either Mega Mogwai or Call Me 911, both of whom are excellent players. So yeah, the tournament's got a lot of legs left in it to go. I'm very interested to see how it pans out. I'm sure you are too. But as I say, that's going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back to your normal service of showdown sessions, I would imagine, pretty soon. Got some ideas coming up that I'm eager to share with you. But as I say, that's going to be it from this video. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you all next time, guys. Laters!